What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Trey Jones. Today we're going to be talking about the relationship between anxiety and belching or burping. Go ahead and smash that like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt. Leave me a comment as well down there in that comment section. Let me know if this is something that you deal with. I've gotten a lot of messages. I've seen a lot of comments of people complaining about excessive burping, excessive belching. So first off, if you're going through this and you have an anxiety issue or anxiety disorder, please know that you are not alone. But I also think it's important that I start this video out telling you that I'm not a medical doctor, okay? I'm not a nurse. I'm not a mental health counselor or professional, psychologist, any type of thing like that. What I am is just a normal guy that went through a lot of negative and bad experiences with my anxiety disorders for 5 years. It wreaked havoc on my life. I dealt with pretty much every symptom imaginable, and I try to take my negative experiences and help those of you that are going through some of that stuff right now and just try to relate with you and just show you that there's light at the end of the tunnel. I'm completely recovered now, living my life and trying to help other people find that as well. So, as we know, anxiety causes a crap ton of unfortunate symptoms, okay? You can have chest pains, you can have tingling, you can have muscle tension, you can have headaches, IBS. There's a lot of symptoms that are associated with anxiety. It can produce thousands of symptoms, but then there's some symptoms that you just wouldn't think anxiety cause. And belching and belping is one of those weird symptoms of anxiety that's, somewhat known, but still somewhat not known. Okay, so I'm going to basically go over 2 reasons why this could be happening. Again, this is through extensive research. This is from my own curiosity whenever I dealt with it. My story on this wasn't something that plagued me on a daily basis, but days that I would have panic attacks and swallow too much air, I definitely would deal with this. And days that my heartburn and GERD would act up, I would also deal with that. So those are my 2 primary reasons. Online evidence definitely backs that up in studies. So that's what I'm going to be covering today. So the first one, guys, is obviously whenever we're in our fight or flight mode, we are kind of in that hyperventilation type mode. We are sucking in a lot of additional air, a lot of air that doesn't leave so quickly. So imagine having a panic attack for an hour or so. For instance, my first panic attack was 6 freaking hours. Think about how much air I suck in. And of course, there's going to be some extra issues that come with this, like bloating and just straight up gas. You may not be able to get it all out in the form of a burp. Instead, it comes out the other end as gas. So that's something as well. I will have separate videos on those. But yes, we are hyperventilating. We are breathing in extra amounts of air. And this doesn't have to necessarily be in a panic attack, because sometimes unconsciously, we can be taking in a lot of extra air if we're just generally a stressful person. This leads to excessive burping and belching. And the funny thing about anxiety is, and I've always believed this, that it can actually cause habits. This is something that I dealt with a lot. People that have an excessive cough with anxiety, they continuously do it. They almost develop a habit. People that burp, they will try to squeeze out a burp even if there's not much there. So they can actually create a habit of burping after going through an excessive belching or burping period. So that can have some impact on you as well. Another thing that could be going on, guys, aside from the extra air intake, could be heartburn, GERD, issues like that. The acid in your stomach definitely goes up whenever you have intense stress or anxiety, and this can cause heartburn. That's going to come up into your esophagus. That can burn the sides of your throat, and you either consciously, most of the time consciously, but unconsciously or subconsciously, you're swallowing extra air just to get that that reflux down. Because if it's burning, it's irritating, it's annoying. We all know how heartburn is. And during that process, you're intaking extra air, you're swallowing extra air, and that can also lead to burping. Now, there could be a couple other issues out there that lead to this. Like I said, there still are some unknown elements to this. Anxiety, as well known as it is, it still has some mystery, sides to it. But yes, the heartburn issue with the increased production of gas and acid, and the swallowing of extra air are the 2 main leading causes for anxiety-related belching and burping. So if you're going through this, guys, the way that we fix this is by handling our anxiety in general. So my anxiety tips are down below. Please don't skip out on checking those out, because those are important. It's hard to just stop symptoms like that if you're not actually handling your root cause, and that's the anxiety itself. So be sure that you check out all of that. If you haven't tried therapy, there's an opportunity for that down below. It is cheaper, a lot cheaper than in-person therapy. You can do it on the phone, and you can choose your own therapist, so you can find somebody with a background like yourself. So give that a shot if you haven't. As well, there are journals down there for meditation, a morning sidekick journal. There's also a fat loss and nutrition journal. So make sure that you check those out. Those are going to help you with your lifestyle changes and mindfulness, because journaling and meditation is crucial for your anxiety recovery. I will always tell you that at the end of my videos, that you need to be doing that until you just give in and do it. Some of you refuse it. You have to start doing that. And then you want to work on your lifestyle changes after you've figured out your root cause. That's going to help you along the way, eating right, exercising, other things like that. Subscribe to other YouTube channels like mine. But if you haven't subscribed to me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and that bell next to it, so you get updates when I put my anxiety-related videos out. Like this video if you got value, guys. Please follow my social media down below in that description as well. And again, leave me a comment if this is something that you deal with, guys. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day.